What's up YouTube? Javi here at Javi's Boom Tech, and today we're checking out the Riva Turbo X. Let's get started. Alright guys, so we are here with the Riva Turbo X, and here is the box. It's actually a very nice box. I always appreciate a very nice presentation. It's usually indicative of what kind of product you're getting. Not always, but most of the time. So definitely a very nice packaging. Picture of the speaker, a few of its features, including the 26 hours worth of playing time at about 75 decibels. So about 50 to 60%, which is impressive. That's a huge number. High performance speaker. Switch it over to the side here, and we have information about the app. We'll go over that later. And just some of its key features back here. So Trillium, it's a proprietary 3-channel immersive sound, so it creates like a surround sound, which at first I was thinking it might just be a gimmick, but let me tell you guys, it made a huge difference, especially when I was streaming with aptX and high quality songs. I mean, you could really hear those instruments, and it sounded like they were coming from other speakers. It was just incredible. So definitely a nice feature, that Trillium surround. Turbo mode, definitely a boost in the sound. When we do the sound tests in a bit, I'll go ahead and switch between turbo and non-turbo. That way you guys can actually hear the difference. Power, it's rated about 45 watts. Like I said before, 26 hours of playing time. You're looking about half that, or a little less than half if you're playing at max. And if you've got turbo engaged, you're probably looking between 6 and 8 hours. So if you do play it in turbo mode, it is going to diminish the battery. However, I do suggest you do play in turbo mode because, at least for me, it makes a huge difference. Definitely like that boosted volume. It's got a charge on the back. We'll check that out. And on the top, when we open it up, we'll see that it has capacitive touch buttons that light up. Really nice features. And speakerphone capabilities. So it's pretty much checked every box for features I like in a Bluetooth speaker. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Alright guys, so that is the official unboxing, and here is the speaker itself. So let's get a look at that. It's nicely packaged in here. Very nice weight to it. Definitely tell that this is a premium speaker. Up top we've got the controls, and then actually on this plastic here it says quick start, plug in charging cable, and press in battery on off. I'll show you what that is in just a moment here. And then we've got tap the power button, a few seconds for the startup tone, find the Riva Turbo X, and then it says it recommends that you play the speaker at about 50% for 3 hours to give the speakers a break-in for better acoustic performance, which I went ahead and already did. So that's nice that they put that on there for you. So let's go ahead and take that off now. Very nice. It's like a hard plastic, very premium logo here. And then what we've got is, looks like 2 speakerphone holes right there. We've got the branding, Riva. We've got the power button, the surround sound feature I was telling you about, that Trillium surround, the Bluetooth pairing, the mute button, volume up and down, and the turbo button, one of my favorite buttons there. And then up here, so on the front, we've got some branding there. We actually have 3 drivers on the front, so that's pretty nice. They put out some very nice sound. And then we've actually got a driver on each of the sides. Now this is where the Trillium surround comes into play. When the Trillium surround is activated, these speakers are used to create a surround sound that is, I mean, pretty impressive for a Bluetooth speaker, especially one of this size that already is pretty small, so you're not expecting much stereo separation. But this speaker configuration definitely works very well in creating a bigger sound stage than what this speaker appears to be able to play. And then on the back, you've got two passive radiators right here to create that nice rounded out bass low end. And then take the plastic off the bottom here. And on the back, we've got the auxiliary in, the USB data, micro USB data ports. So for maintenance purposes, software updates, I'm assuming. And then here's that red battery button I was talking about just a moment ago. You actually have to push that in order for the speaker to power on. So you see the lights actually just turned on now. Turn it off right now for a moment. And then we've got the charge out to charge your devices. We got a proprietary charger that I showed you coming out of the box. It's actually right here. Right here, we actually have a little battery indicator, which is really cool. It's actually a lit battery indicator. And when the battery is fully charged or mostly charged, it's green. Then it changes to orange. And then when it's fully drained or nearing zero, it turns red. So it's a nice little visual indicator for you. On the bottom, we have these nice rubber feet to grip whatever surface it's on. That way it's not moving around on you when you've got your music pumping out. And then this little strip right here, this little rubber stripping, it actually pops off the bottom here. And you can actually use it to cover all these ports. You get the idea. So it covers it like that. And it protects those ports from any damage from dust or possible water. Now, that being said, this speaker is not waterproof. So definitely don't splash it or have it around water if at all possible. Other than that, this speaker is, like I said, very well built. Lots of features. You're definitely not getting the ruggedness you get from other speakers like the JBL Extreme, but you are getting that premium look and feel. Now, there is a app associated with this speaker, so let's go ahead and check that out real quick. All right, guys, so here is the Riva Turbo X app, and you can actually download it right in the App Store, or if you have an Android, in the Google Play Store. Normally, I'm not a real big fan of these additional apps. Personally, to me, they don't offer much utility other than helping you to pair a speaker, but most apps or most speakers, you can do that without the app, and then software upgrades. But the Riva Turbo X app, I actually like. It's very clean interface, and it actually has some useful tools here, like this little volume knob to help you control the volume on the speaker and let you know what volume number the speaker is actually on. So that's a nice little touch. It looks really nice, very clean. And then you got the little percentage of the speaker clearly visible right up top, 71%. And then right next to it to the left, you got the power button. Because it is Bluetooth smart, you can actually power the speaker on and off from within this app. And then, of course, you've got your music controls here, your play, pause, skip track. And then on the bottom here, you've got the actual features of the speaker displayed, so you can actually control them, like the surround mode. You can activate it, deactivate it right here from the app. There it is. And then Bluetooth on and off. You can mute the speaker from right here. And then the turbo mode, you can disengage and re-engage. And there it is. And then you've got some settings here. You can name the speaker. Mine is currently named the Riva Turbo X, but you can name anything you want. And then you can change the background of the app. If you don't like black, you can change it to white. I, however, like the black. It's easier on the eyes. And then audio prompts. This is a nice little feature. So if you don't like those voice prompts coming on every time you go into Bluetooth mode or pairing mode, you can easily change that by selecting tones, which is my preference, especially when I'm in the office. I don't want the voice going on and off telling me that I'm in pairing mode or that the speaker's been paired. So either one, and that's about it. It's a very straightforward, simple app, yet very elegant and very well executed, and actually offers some pretty nice features to help you navigate and use the speaker. So that's the app, guys. All right, guys, so that was the app. Now, before I start the speaker test, I wanted to go ahead and I forgot to mention the accessories that it comes with. It does come with a standard 3.5 millimeter auxiliary cable, so that's always nice. And in addition, it actually comes with a 3.5 millimeter to RCA plugs. So that's not usually a plug that you find in Bluetooth speaker accessory package, so that is always a big plus. Now, mine also came with a bag that the Riva actually slides right into. I'm not sure if that's something that comes with normally or if it's something that you have to buy in addition to it, but it just slides right in there like so, and you just zip it up and you are ready to go. It's a nice little package. It even has another bag right up here that you unzip, and you can put your cables and charging cables right in there. So it's a nice little travel companion. That way you know this little guy's gonna be kept nice and safe if you are traveling with it. Because like I said before, it's not really weatherized and life-proof. It is a little bit on the delicate side. Not saying that it's poorly made. It's actually very premium feeling, but premium where you don't want to put a scratch on it. Premium. So that being said, let's go ahead and start the sound test. What I'm going to go ahead and do is, instead of starting at 50%, I'm going to go ahead and start it right around 65-70%, which is usually the sweet spot for most speakers. And what I'm going to do is I'll start it at that volume range, and then I will engage and disengage the Trillium surround mode in conjunction with the turbo mode. So that way you can see what it sounds like with turbo and Trillium surround activated, and what it sounds like without the Trillium surround and turbo mode activated. So let's go ahead and get this speaker test set up and check that out. When it comes to sound quality and build quality, the Riva Turbo X is one of the best portable Bluetooth speakers I've ever heard. Now that being said, it's not going to power your next raging party or next year's tailgate. For those purposes, you're still better served with an Iowa Exos 9, JBL Extreme, or 9 Rock. The Riva Turbo X is meant for those times that all you want to do is sit down with a beer or a glass of wine and really hear every detail of your favorite music. Honestly, you will forget that you are listening to a portable Bluetooth speaker. With the Trillium Surround activated, you really do get an even larger soundstage with sounds appearing to come from surround sound speakers. It really is impressive. And if regular mode isn't quite reaching the loudness you'd like, just engage turbo mode and you'll immediately get a substantial boost in loudness with virtually no distortion even at max, as you heard in the speaker test. Now turbo mode will take a toll on the battery, like I said before, dropping it down to about 6 to 8 hours, depending on exactly how loud you have it. If you're listening at 50-60% without the turbo mode, you should get an impressive 26 hours. Now I haven't officially tested it, but I did use it all week at about 40 to 50% volume and I didn't charge it at all. So 26 hours, it probably doesn't get that, but it probably gets pretty close. Now no product is perfect in my opinion, and that definitely includes the Riva Turbo X. For starters, I do wish the Riva came with a built-in EQ or even one built into the app. Even though the default sound is quite impressive, there are certain times that I wish that I could tweak the EQ just a little to really get the best sound, at least for me. Also, even though the capacitive touch buttons are quite nice and I really like how they light up when pressed, I much prefer control buttons that actually depress with pleasing clicky sounds, or even capacitive buttons which include some kind of haptic feedback. That way I know that I've actually pushed the button. I found that sometimes with the Turbo X, you're kind of left guessing whether you push it, did I push it, did I not? So I really wish it had some physical feedback. Lastly, at a normal retail price of $349, the Riva Turbo X is not a cheap speaker. You're making quite a large investment. At that price, you can purchase a bookshelf system that performs better. However, if you're looking at the Riva Turbo X, it's probably because you want a portable solution with superb sound. And I'll tell you right now, that's exactly what you're getting with the Riva Turbo X. It may be pricey, but you definitely get what you pay for in this instance. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video and you got a better idea of everything you're getting with the Riva Turbo X in terms of features and just overall sound quality. Before I go, I want to go ahead and give a big shout out, thank you to Riva for sending me out the unit on loan so I can make this video. Unfortunately, I can't always buy all the speakers I want, so I really appreciate Riva sending that out for me to do this review. It's gonna be really tough for me to send it back, especially now that I've gotten to listen to it all week. I'm really getting accustomed to the high quality sound that baby puts out. So maybe my birthday's coming up. Babe, if you're listening, yes. All right, guys, that does it for me. Be sure to subscribe because I've got plenty more coming, including a comparison between the JBL Extreme and the Riva Turbo X, a sound comparison. We'll battle those two out and see which one comes out on top. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.